Today I want to walk through the Jabra Evolve3 series, what we know for sure, how the lineup is structured, and what we can reasonably expect across the different models if you're trying to decide where you fit. This isn't a hands-on review and there won't be any microphone tests because we don't have the headsets in as of yet. More so, this is an overview and buying framework based on Jabra's official information and how they've historically segmented their product lines. The Evolve3 series is positioned as a full refresh of Jabra's professional headset lineup, not a minor update to the Evolve 2. Instead of trying to make one headset fit everyone, Jabra is clearly separating the lineup by how people actually work: desk-based, hybrid, and heavy call users. The main models in the Evolve3 family are the Evolve3 40, 55, 65, 75, and 85, moving from wired simplicity to premium wireless. As the model numbers increase, you're not just paying for more features, you're really paying for flexibility, comfort, and long-term wearability. Starting with the Evolve3 40, this is the wired option intended for users who live at their desk and value reliability over mobility. Based on Jabra's past positioning, this model is likely best suited for environments where uptime and simplicity matter more than freedom of movement with a wireless headset. Moving up to the Evolve3 55, this appears to be the entry point into wireless for hybrid users who want a cleaner desk and fewer cables. While this model doesn't appear positioned as a premium noise-canceling headset, it likely focuses on portability, comfort, and everyday calls or meeting use. The Evolve3 65 is what most people should probably start with when evaluating this lineup, and is probably gonna be the one that's most sold because of features and price point. Historically, the 65 series has been Jabra's most popular model, and based on how this lineup is structured, that's likely still gonna be the case here. This is typically the headset that balances wireless freedom, professional call quality, and cost without pushing into the premium territory. Where things change more meaningfully is at the Evolve3 75 level. The Evolve3 75 introduces a boomless design, which signals a shift towards their AI-assisted voice processing rather than solely on microphone placement. While we won't know real-world performance yet until testing, their design choice suggests that Jabra is prioritizing discreet appearance and consistency across environments, so you have a headset that can be used for work and personal use. The Evolve3 75 is also going to be significantly lighter than previous generations, which strongly suggests that Jabra is addressing long day comfort and fatigue. This model appears aimed at professionals who are on calls all day, but don't want a traditional boom mic that's visible. At the top of the lineup is the Evolve3 85, which is positioned as the most premium option and is gonna be the replacement to the Evolve2 85, which many people have been waiting for. The Evolve3 85 uses an over-ear design, which typically means better passive isolation and comfort for extended wear. Compared to prior generations, the reduced weight on the 85 strongly suggests that Jabra is trying to improve all-day usability rather than just adding features. Across the Evolve3 75 and 85, Jabra is clearly leaning into AI-assisted voice quality and adaptive behavior rather than solely relying on hardware alone. This doesn't automatically mean the microphones will outperform a headset with a microphone boom that has a good noise cancellation built in, but it does suggest more consistent results in mixed or unpredictable environments. Noise cancellation across the lineups appears focused on reducing fatigue, not eliminating every sound around you. And when I'm talking about reducing background noise and active noise cancellation, we're referring to the speakers, not the microphone. This distinction really matters for office use, where total isolation can actually be counterproductive. Battery life is gonna be solid across the lineup, but what stands out more is how Jabra is addressing downtime. Fast charging, wireless charging on certain models, and user replaceable batteries suggest a focus on minimizing disruption during workdays. This approach makes more sense for professional use than simply advertising the largest battery number on the market. Connectivity across the Evolve3 series is clearly designed for modern work setups, allowing one headset to connect to both computers and smartphones reliably. This reduces the need to juggle multiple devices, which is a common frustration for hybrid workers. One important thing to understand is that the Evolve3 doesn't immediately replace the Evolve2. The Evolve2 series still remains stable and is proven, especially for teams who need to deploy headsets right now. The Evolve3 is better viewed as a future-ready headset with a longer life cycle and a more modern design. So the real question isn't which headset is better, it's when you need to buy. If you're planning a refresh later this year and want the newest headset, the Evolve3 series likely makes the most sense on waiting. If you need headsets now, the Evolve2 series and others are still a very safe and practical choice. Once we have the Evolve3 headsets in, we'll be testing them with what actually matters in the microphone performance, when there's background noise, comfort over full work days, and real-world reliability with different devices. This is where true differences show up, not on a spec sheet. If you're buying headsets for yourself or outfitting a team, we'll put a link to the Evolve3 hub below so you can compare options and talk to one of our advisors. The goal isn't to buy the newest headsets available, it's to buy the right headsets for how you actually work. That's it for this video. If you found it helpful, give it a like as that helps support our company, and consider subscribing to our YouTube channel for more videos like this in the future.